get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that? Ha 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 ha. What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you? Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul! How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know. Oh, sorry. I just don't know what's going on
Coming from
anymore.
the heart.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us, if what Junko says were true. If we came here 2 years ago and the rest of us only remember getting here the last few weeks, so memories you took from us are life.
Oh my god!
If we accept what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school. No, 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 nope, no. I mean, no matter what anyone says.
Another correct answer! Well done, peasants.
Seriously, this routine again.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories? That's right! You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy, and that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten!
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible. I think that was my best robot name of the time.
Yeah.
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Skra!
Skidda!
I'm gonna say it's probably locker, or no, it might be. Oh, actually, I'm gonna guess with these.
2 years worth of memories? I could never lose something like that!
Oh, we've been living here for 2 years. Hell no, that's impossible. I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gotten to a single class.
This is all just surreal.
If 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted.
How old am I?
We completely. Oh my god. What the fuck could this even be?
Oh, I know.
I could never lose something like that.
I know it is.
2 years. That's impossible. Blah blah blah. We haven't gone to school events or I haven't even attended a single class. Nobody did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the wrong
Yeah.
one.
Okay, yeah. Locker notebook.
Yep.
On that one. Got it. Okay. See, for some reason, this one is like the only one in the game I've gotten immediately. is like, yeah, but you did. I know you did.
Yeah, but...
No,
fucking
I've
moron.
never even gone to a single class. And you know what's funny is on the first time around, I was like, I mean, it makes sense. And then I was like, wait, shit, no, he's just wrong. Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at.
You're wrong. You actually did go to
You
school.
actually don't have Fs. They're just Ds.
I'm passing.
This notebook right here. Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it? I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside? Sure, whatever you want, but I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's that? Is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. What the? This is absolutely my handwriting, without a
I found
doubt.
that one, Sheppy.
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing. No way. It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow you forgot all about it. Lies. It's all one big lie.
I don't want to believe it either, but there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Fucking mine, shut up.
It's mine. Fucking shut up. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
No reason for that. The 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice choice but to acknowledge the truth.
Isn't it just so fucking desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral.
The god
Hell yes!
funeral.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And get banged. And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were... Actually, never mind. I'm boring. Explain something for you.
Can you talk a little bit louder when you do that
Yeah,
voice? Because
sorry.
it's like really like hard to hear you.
Yeah,
Even
sorry.
and I'm sitting next to you.
Shit.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But when they always fizzle out, this world is just so desperately fucking boring. What are you talking about? In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair. Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's the heart of this.
Where our memories come apart. Huh. You're talking about the moment where I must have lost our memories? When I fainted, fucking obviously. All this shit's really easy.
Those ones are pretty.
Yeah, at this point, everything's coming together really easy.
Yeah.
The moment I lost my memories, I can't think of any time other than that day.
Whoa! Whoa, Makoto. You're getting a little too close to the comfort with that.
You get a little close. Yeah, even Junko's like, a little close.
Actually, what I find funnier is the fact that Oi and Yasuhiro are actually just standing right next to her.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of funny.
When I first came to the gates of the school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow! You still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. Oh shit!
Oh, you okay?
What was it usually? I had a big red spot on my forehead, man. Something like that. I assume not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed. You got it, honey! 2 years of memories, poof, gone! Which means, of course, when everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took time to introduce yourselves to each other, but by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at this school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you can do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to the school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through the first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Just fucking tell me what it is. Holy shit.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. Bleh. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Makuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It's more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now, the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself. I just don't understand why. We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important and I'm only going to say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right, it was transformed into a shelter. Ah, I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating that would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
That would be the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister of Japan.
Yep. It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in the school forever.
We believe we had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of the new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, and all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here. Once you finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Makuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
The moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global display plan.
And the reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be part of it. You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was the fucking broadcasting shit. Damn it.
Boom. Got it.
First letter's H. You can press space to slow this one down too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow, that's going real fast.
Yeah.
And I actually missed that one because the mouse was lagging.
Broadcast.
I guess I should just put new batteries.
You should, actually.
Actually. Yeah, because you use this sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't have this problem.
I don't know why it's just this then.
I don't know.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't that the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry, oh my god! But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them. You expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair, death.
So you just used us to bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive. When all the other students were dropping like flies, I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you. And that's the truth, which is why you want what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right? Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery? And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world full of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do? See, discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope. Truth can be full of despair too, like right fucking now!
Truth, full of despair, that's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all, meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here and started murdering each other to get out. We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Yeah! No, I can't even laugh at that.
We get it, okay. You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything, just help me.
A peasant begging for his life? How delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. That's just the understanding it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes, truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it is all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals. That's why anyone was murdered here. Peasant?
Say what you want about hope. We're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No, this isn't just some game to us. It's murder, plain and simple. You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I have decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this. It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll all have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What? You mean
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll...
Oh my god, I can't remember how to do genocider.
It's that voice. It's the same voice.
Oh, shit. She's just saying she'll let us live.
There we go. If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world. Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed?
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down. Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So, let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will go out to live your lives.
You can't talk right now.
It's a lot of
Sacrifice
talking.
me. But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Good guys.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. At least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko.
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever? So who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair. We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid Hope. And your stupid life!
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Okay. I'm gonna guess it. Group photo. The only one that makes sense. We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'm guessing it's not that.
By the way,
Really
the
long.
air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
It's not that.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Guessing it's not that.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside where only death and despair are waiting.
Guessing it's not that.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Okay, well, that was really easy.
There is no hope left.
Everyone can be consumed by despair. Oh, fuck. I'll use my own hope to plant seed. Okay, good. We won't give up. Because there's hope! The fuck?
You have to use your hope.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Oh shit. You have to go through all of this again.
God damn it.
And you're gonna lose a life too.
Well then why, how the fuck, do I have to shoot them all with the fucking hope?
Yeah.
That's, okay, that's dumb.
What? I think it's cool.
I don't. Oh gotta go do it. I gotta do the thing. Oh man. I won't give up. We gotta get the hope. Oh man, it's the hope. And if I were to die, it would be the end of the thing. Oh man, dude.
Don't give up hope.
Feel the hope.
Feel it. Feel it coursing through your veins.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. Yeah. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Funny, 'cause he's a robot. He doesn't have gut feelings.
Yep. Oh. We were alive at the end of the... I've decided to have faith in myself. Right, and now we... Oi! Oh! Got it.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
No, I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah, I made up my mind.
This just reminds me of the end of Undertale. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I guess not really.
No.
I mean, that's sort of what it's supposed to be.
Undertale's just Danganronpa?
Yeah, fucking Undertale is just one more big old ripoff. Underrompa, whatever.
Underrompa! Oh, I gotta give her hope.
Yeah, she's fine.
Fuck! Countered.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I've always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Okay. Gotta get the hope going.
I just always like, taking a game mechanic they've given you and turning it on its head.
Yeah, I always like that too.
I mean... Yeah.
I think you think it's too cheesy.
Master's Love, great. Biox.
Yox,
Some hope.
don't give up, Yox.
Counter, bitch. You've always been an asshole to me. But you know what?
Have some hope.
You know what? You didn't kill anybody, so I guess I can't be
makes
too
you
mad.
better than most of the people.
Yeah,
at school.
it's true.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. Never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. Don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Babaka.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring greater glory than it's ever known,
The music.
we won't give up.
Never surrender. Except that surrender. Alright. Whatever means necessary. There you go. If you want, take the hope.
Take it.
Take it.
Take my hope.
One final last Waluigi.
I don't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly, but if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that? No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you?
Nice. The ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool. So unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Lame, 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 lame.
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. but I still...
One
What do I have?
last
Bullet
bullet time
time?
battle.
Great.
Your favorite part.
My favorite part of the game.
I wonder which truth bullet you'll use for this one.
Starts with me.
Oh, I used my
Oops.
time.
Oh.
Well, it sort of balances, maybe, hopefully.
I mean, hopefully.
Oh.
You suck. What do you want?
Unbearable.
The saddest thing for this is I didn't get the
Sorry.
No, it's cool. I just miss Monokuma's voice, you know?
Scared, aren't you? Despair. You're so pointless.
You can use it.
What? I can?
Yeah.
Oh. I've never looked up at the top of the screen. I don't know what any of that means.
The stars are your gauge for like special.
I'm not even kidding. I didn't even know until you guys pointed it out. Is mine still going?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's until your stars run out.
Well, you know when you run out, so you might want to pay attention to your bullet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you're out.
Okay, you got it.
there we go. And I'm guessing I only have one bullet.
Yeah.
The ultimate
Despair
hope.
into tomorrow. Despair into your memories. Despair forever. Bleh.
I'm the
Shut
ultimate
the
hope.
fuck up.
I'm the ultimate hope. Ho! Shut the fuck up! I'm the ultimate hope! I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair, because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
I watched Meet the Robinsons one too many times.
What's happening?
Fake Disney movie. That's why you'll never beat me.
My favorite Disney movie, motherfucker. Shoots her right in the fuck.
When did you actually get a gun? Oh, fuck.
Wait, when did you...
Had that
what?
shit this
Oh,
whole time.
shit.
I keep it right by my dick.
It's fucking.
I got a bunch of nices. That's fucking great.
You're not gonna even.
Thanks.
Looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
I'm ready to end it too.
Oh yeah.
John Smith's
Oh
here.
yeah, John Smith. It's great that we can have you. It's great that we can have you for the last thing. Guilty.
Guilty as shit.
Guilty as fuck, boy.
The hell?
You lost, Junko.
I lost? I lost? Me? No way. It can't be.
You still don't accept it.
Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
But there's no use trying to fight it now. Well, that's just totally the best.
It's just Toko again. I hate this character, honestly. Huh?
This is despair. We came to this school 2 years ago, create our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
To come this far and fail at the very end,
It's the most ultimate despair.
What are you talking about?
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the whole world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams. I'm so hopelessly happy right now. Wait, is she enjoying this? Anyway, so are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing. Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you.
That's not true.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Let me tell you this right now. You no longer fear despair.
because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope.
Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. I mean, have you seen this guy's cock?
That's a good one! He's got a really big cock! Got a giant dick!
Everyone!
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease. But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is.
Kyoko!
Ah! Stop it! Stop it! I hate those faces you're making! To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain!
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide.
maybe you'll find some hope. But there is a very fine line dividing the hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope?
Of course, because we...
Shut up! Shut up! That was a rhetorical question! You interrupted my
I
monologue!
don't give a fuck.
I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right? You really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right?
Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you? The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in life, so don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. Ah, it's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay. Well,
Yeah, no, the world was just ended by a batshit insane teenage girl.
Yep, and her sister.
I have no words. I'm just gonna let this play out.
Well,
Is it just all of them?
Yeah.
Like, what should we do?
She's very resilient. I mean, look at that. Look at this. Look at this.
I want our alter ego to come in and slam it harder. Well.
Oh, look, the switch that opens the front door.
Oh,
It was
you can
there
leave.
the entire time.
It was on the ground. Huh. I could have grabbed that shit.
Anytime.
I could have just
I
left.
could have just left. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Themed.
Themed. And what did you get at the end?
Did you get an item?
You get an item? You got her hair ties! Whee!
It's a weird amount of excitement for that.
Is that just the end of the game?
No.
No.
There's an epilogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off.
And wait, hold on.
Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference.
Goodbye, Despair High School.
We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck here in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end...
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave.
To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto, would you do the honors?
Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko, and in the end, she dropped it before us.
But, is that really it? Is that really the key to this door? You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place. I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
I will force you out, She said that, just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
You may be right about that.
Maybe.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam up so far up. Uh-huh. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. Just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? That means me and my master can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem. It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about.
But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. I'm just gonna stop doing the robot voice. I'm gonna say he got freed of that.
Okay.
I think he's like, that on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. Like he's the narrator the whole time. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so.
So I'm just gonna hang back here. You guys can go without me.
How do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into. Is that what you mean, Makoto?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I don't need any of you to spell that out for me.
Is anyone gonna notice that I pronounced a hard word correctly?
You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty.
I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you will want to go. Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat.
I get it now. If there's no road, you're just gonna build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope. I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes.
Hey, personal space buddy, you're seriously creeping me out.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, I have some sort of impact.
Have
some sort of impact.
But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do?
Especially you.
No,
5'3"
we can
midget.
probably do... Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys, you guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime, you just let me know. I'll be there for the small price of 1,000,000 yen.
Damn.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if anything does come up, you may as well let me know. Can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about my master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated? Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder.
Push the button
I'm
harder.
going to keep moving forward, with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future.
Okay, see you guys later. Bye. Bye.
Oh yeah, thanks for your help, John
Really
Smith.
great. Yeah, thanks, John Smith.
Been cool, Makoto. Fuck out of here.
He was the blue voice the whole time.
He was the green voice.
He was the green voice, yeah.
Anytime he had a
The
tutorial.
narrator.
Yeah. John Smith, the ultimate tutorial student.
But there you go. Mm-hmm. That was Danganronpa. Final thoughts, Doug?
Didn't really like the ending. Yuko was a boring character. She's actually. I think I like her less than Toko.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be the point.
Well,
She was
yeah.
an irredeemable villain.
No, not even as a villain.
Just boring.
Just boring. I thought kind of the whole end segment was boring, unfortunately. I thought the last trial was an equal and all.
I guess that's kind of.
I'm gonna say overall, I like the game, but I think after seeing the end of this, I probably will play the other ones on my own, so I can get through them quicker than fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially if you say that they get better,
Yeah.
Because-
The second one is
Second
because-
the
one is
best
infinitely
game.
better.
because I like the premise, but like, I don't know.
And that is admittedly
I'm
why
like-
so much was like vague in this last trial, so they could actually leave room for future games.
Yeah.
Because I just kind of like,
I don't blame you. I always wish there was more to fill in the gaps there.
yeah.
Because because with so much of it finding out the truth, they leave you with very little truth to understand there.
Yeah. Like, how did our memories get taken?
That is
Answer
actually,
that.
that is answered in future Danganronpa.
Well, okay. Alright, well, with that, this ends our playthrough of Danganronpa. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll have another playthrough of... we've got other playthroughs of stuff going on right now.
We got a bunch of other things you can watch.
And
Probably not Danganronpa.
And we've got great plans for the future. We don't have it. Shit, cut the footage.
Cut the footage, cut it!
Bye, guys.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
Oh, cool, you got an item.
You got an Easter egg.